Hello, my name is Dr. Phil Boyle and I would like to teach you how to take a HCG pregnyl injection. This is a brief version of it, but it should be enough to give you confidence that this is something you can do yourself. So here we go. The injection that we're looking at is HCG 10,000, and the brand we typically use, the common one, is pregnyl, and you get 2 little water bottles and you get 2 powder bottles. And in order to give the injection, we just use 1 of the water or liquid bottles and 2 powders. So I'm going to show you how to snap them open and in just a second. And we've got a 3 ml syringe, a large mixing needle, which is our 21 gauge green, and a small injecting needle, which is our 30 gauge yellow. So simply what we do is we pop them open first. You find the little dot on the neck of the bottle. So if you can see that little black dot, and I use the packaging that it comes with, and I turn it upright. The dot is at the top, and we just pop it straight open, and that's your powder. Same again, powder number 1 and powder number 2, dot on top, and there they are. If you use this, you won't get any splinters cutting your fingers. And before you pop open the liquid, flick, 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 get all the liquid out of the top, turn it around, find that little dot, use the bit of paper, and very quickly it just should pop off as well. There's a little snap. Then we go to our mixing. You peel open your syringe without touching the end of it. Peel open your large mixing needle, also without touching the end of it. Connect, and once they're connected, you can put your thumb on the lip just to pull the cap off. So don't get a shock. This is a big needle. It doesn't go anywhere near you. It's just to mix. So we peel it open, put that into the liquid, and we just draw it all up. So you can see, hopefully, all the liquid coming into the syringe. We get powder number 1 and inject all of the liquid into the powder, and it dissolves straight away on contact. A tiny little mix is all that's needed, and then you draw the entire solution back into your syringe, and you repeat the process for the next bottle. So needle in and inject it. It all dissolves very nicely, all gone, and a few bubbles, and then you draw the entire mixture up. Now when you're drawing it up, you see you get a little bit of these bubbles, and we don't want those. You don't want to inject air or bubbles into yourself. So we flick it and expel the excess, get it down to the 1 ml mark. The micro bubbles are fine. You don't need to worry about those. So, but get rid of the big bubbles, and you just turn it around until all those little bubbles are gone. Now, having expelled the excess right down, we just get a tiny little drop at the very top of the syringe, and we should find that we're at the 1 ml mark. Perfect. So the last thing we do before injecting, you cover the needle, you click, twist off, and replace it with your tiny little yellow 30 gauge needle. Peel it open without touching, connect the two together, and don't squirt anything else out. So when you take the cap off, you want to keep it totally dry. If that needle is wet, it'll sting you a little bit. And then we get our model belly button, one that I prepared earlier here. So, and simply, either side of the belly button, where there's a little bit of fat, you can pinch it a little bit if you like, and you simply put the needle in nice and slowly, as slow as you like. And once the needle is inserted, then inject slow, slow, slow. Typically, I give an injection over about 20 seconds, so we'll take our time, inject it all very nicely. So my patient is doing very well here, and away it all goes, nice and slow. If you go too fast, it stings as well, and the trick is a dry needle, you go deep, you go straight in, and you inject nice and slowly, and there it is over the 20 seconds. When you're finished, finger over the point, withdraw the needle, and then press it firmly. And the trick is, if you press it for a solid minute, you won't even get any bruising or bleeding. And that's it. We're finished. So nice bit of pressure for the minute afterwards. Don't inject if there's a blue vein or a bruise. Avoid those things. And for cleaning up, everything goes in the normal bin except your needles. So you cover your needles, you put them in a separate container, and whoever does your monthly blood test will dispose of your needles and everything else goes in the normal bin. So I hope that's a help to you, and best of luck with your injections and best of luck on your fertility journey. Bye for now.